Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. So guys, it is 8:40, wow, it's really so early still. It's 8:40 in the morning on Wednesday. And if you guys noticed, I'm up and bright, and I had to get up early to get Jenny off. On Wednesday, she goes to the program early, 8:30 on Wednesdays. So, but yesterday I had plans to get some food done for Thanksgiving, and I got nothing done because I had the appointment yesterday, and it just was a disaster. So I didn't get anything done yesterday. So today I have a lot to do because Thursday, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I don't like to go crazy on the day. Now, guys, it's only the 5 of us, okay? But it feels like there's 25 of us because of the way I cook. But I'm definitely scaling it down as far as how much I make. But I'm still making all the things that I always make because it's Thanksgiving, and it comes once a year, and this is what we do. So the menu plan is turkey, of course, stuffing. I'm going to make stuffed mushrooms. Some years I make it, some years I don't. This year I'm going to make stuffed mushrooms. So I'm making turkey, stuffing, stuffed mushrooms, string bean casserole, mashed potatoes, yams. We'll have cranberry, of course. Is that all? Applesauce. And I'm making 2 apple pies that I have. I took the apples. Remember I made those apples?
Turkey stuffing and mashed potatoes on that.
I said turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes.
I said I'm happy.
Oh. I have apple pies that I have to make today. So anything that I can prepare today, as long as my energy lasts, I'll do today. I actually just brought the turkey up here because it was in the freezer. I took it out on Sunday, and I'm nervous because it's Wednesday and it's still kind of hard. So I took it up here and put it in the sink, and I think I'm going to unwrap it and let hot water run on it because I stuff my turkey. So in order for me to stuff it tomorrow, you don't stuff it the night before, never, ever. So because it's bad. In order for me to stuff it, obviously, I have to get all the giblets and all that stuff out of there and make sure it's all clear so I can get the stuffing in there. So right now it's still very frozen, which I don't get. It's been in the refrigerator for Monday, Tuesday, only 3. Maybe I should have took it out Friday or Saturday. Oh well, it is what it is. So I'll have to get it defrosted the rest of the way. And so I'm gonna get going. So I'm just sitting here for a minute, taking a breath, and probably going to have my cup of coffee and deciding what I'm going to do first. I'll probably get the stuffing started because there's a lot of elements to that. I got to cut the celery, cut the onions up. I got to get the sausage cooking. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do. So I got to get my brain focused on what I have to do and the way I have to do it. So I'm going to take you guys along with me because that's just Create with Linda. I want you guys to see what I'm going to be doing, and yeah. So that's it, guys. So I'm just going to get my coffee and then get started. All right, guys. So I had to organize myself somewhat. To get moving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with cutting up the stuff for the stuffing, the onions, the garlic, the celery, get all that started. Then I'll go over and stick everything in the frying pan, the sausage, and start getting the mixture all together because the stuffing is really the biggest thing at this point. So I want to get that done. So I was going to slice, but I think since I have my chopper, I'm going to use that, some of it. But I got to clean this first because sometimes when you don't get all the stuff off and then you go to use it, it's all dried up. See? I got to wash this again. That's not going to work. I have to wash it. All right, guys, so here we go. Say all clean now. all clean and let me wash this celery. Right there, guys. This like this. Off. Let me get like something. Let me get a garbage bowl. Garbage in here. Trying to be as organized as possible. Dry these stalks off. Some of the celery doesn't look that great, and I usually always put the ends in. I cut those up because those are all flavor, guys. It really flavors your dish, so. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. So, let's put this over here. We turned our table around. We have it usually the other way, the long ways. But we wanted to get some more room in the kitchen, especially for the holidays of Thanksgiving. We have to bring our other table up, or I don't think this year we have to. No, I don't think we're going to bring our table up. This has an extension on it. I mean, yeah, sometimes we bring another table up. But anyway, so we put it this way, so I lost a lot of like room this way unless I sit over here, which I can if I want to. But yeah, so it's kind of a little bit. I have to get used to it being this size. All right, so let's get this together. Now there are two sizes to this. There's a bigger one. Right now, I think it's in the back. I'm not positive, but I don't need it because this size is really perfect because I want a small chop. I don't want a large chop. All right, what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna cut all these ready so they're all ready. Cut the ends off. Cut those little ends that aren't good off. So guys, comment down below what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving. I'm curious, I wanna know. See, I'm gonna cut these in small pieces so I can get them in here. Now, let me see if this is even gonna work. I assume it's gonna work. Yeah! Awesome. So I'm gonna stick two in here if you guys can see it. You guys can see, right? Then just press hard. I tell you, you get your exercise doing this.
So much noise.
Yep. The ends off. I don't need the ends. Anything around goes. Probably fit two in at a time. I feel so accomplished after I make these big meals, guys, because literally
like my family helps me. Like my husband is like the rock. Like he, comes in and cleans up after me and all that, because I'm a messy cook, first of all. Second of all, I do the majority of the meals and stuff, like the big meals. Julie will help me with some things here and there, but nothing big. But like I feel so accomplished after we have the meal. After you have a big Thanksgiving dinner or a big Christmas dinner, you're like, wow, I just did that, and I love it. Like this to me, like I know some people like can't stand doing this kind of stuff. This is fun to me. This is my fun. This is my amusement. It's weird, isn't it? I don't get it. I don't get it, but it is what it is. I am who I am, so take me or leave me. Zip it, you. Oh, he's in the living room, and he's chatting away in there. Well, let's see. That one didn't cooperate too much. That one didn't. This one did not want to cooperate. I don't understand why. Gotta use the knife to maybe move it along a little bit. Let's see. Let's try it again. Maybe just needed to. There we go. Whew, that was a tough one. Usually goes easy like that. Okay, now these things right here, like I said, I'm going to take off and I'm going to chop these up by themselves, because they're a lot. They have so much flavor in them that you don't even realize it. People don't even know that. That's an end. Yeah, and I think I can use that one. And I used to always start out with a couple of stalks, and then every single time I made my stuffing, I would go back and grab another one. So I just started out this year with doing the whole entire package, because it's going to happen anyway. So I'm just going to do it from the beginning now. Because it needs a lot of flavor, because it's a big amount I make. I used to make 2 bags, guys, but I think I'm only going to make like a bag, a little over a bag, because I always end up having so much stuffing. So I'm going to try to scale it back a little bit, because I don't want a lot of waste. We do definitely eat it the next day or for like a couple of days after. But after like the second or third day, you're like, ugh, you don't want it anymore, But so I don't want to like go crazy, because that's very overwhelming. And been there, done that, so this is getting full. Oh, I think one more and I'm gonna have to empty it. It's getting a little cray. I think after this one. Alright, so I have the onions in here. I'm going to put the onions, fold the onions in here, and put the celery in here. This is really easy. I think we got this at Five Below. Did we get it at Five? No, not Five Below. No, we got this. No, where did we get this chapter? I think we got this at that Seen on TV store in the mall. The one that they have all the stuff that you see on TV. I think that's where we got this. Look at that, guys. That is so great. Love this chopper. Love it. If you don't have it, guys, put it on your Christmas list. Put it on your Christmas list. Very simple to put together. Look how easy it is. Goes together easy. Look at that. Nice, right? Last night, as we were cleaning, we were doing the dinner dishes. I I put on Christmas music, and me and Jenny were boogieing in the kitchen to all the Christmas music. We love it. Jenny's singing away. My husband's like, you guys are crazy. But it puts you in the spirit. It was fun. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear. Voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the hall with that. Oh, I don't want to get copyrighted. Comment down below, guys, if there's a song that brings you back to your childhood. There was like 2 songs that they used to play. We used to blast at my aunt's house. It was "Blue Christmas" by Elvis Presley. That when I hear that song, it just brings me back to that moment, to that time so much. That and "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree" by Brenda Lee. God, love that song. Those 2 songs, guys, when I hear it, I close my eyes and I just can feel that I'm right there in her house with everybody, and it was just so much fun. We had such great times. I'm telling you. Thank God for memories. Hello. Such fun times. Sad that it's all over. You know, it's been over for a long time. I don't want to get sappy, so I'm going to try not to, you know, get sappy because I tend to do that. No getting sappy, even though I know it'll happen, because it always happens with me. I'm just a very sentimental person. That's how I've always been. Then I'm going to do the onions in here, which is going to be great. Christmas tree have a happy holiday. I think tomorrow, guys, no, Friday, over the weekend, I'm going to start getting my Christmas stuff out. I'm very excited about Christmas this year.
What are you whispering about?
Who's whispering?
You.
Oh, I'm not. You're right in there. You can hear everything I'm saying.
Oh, I can't, obviously.
All right, guys. Ooh, guys, these smell so good. All right, so that's all the celery done. This off.
You're a little quieter, you just heard me for
Why is this? All right, let's get the rest of the celery in here. It's a nice amount of celery. And then we'll start on the onions. Why do I sing my words? I don't know, but I do. That's just me. All right, I'm gonna chop all this up, and then I'm gonna get the onions started. Let's get these, guys, I'm telling you, this is all flavor right here. You could smell it. Woo! Celery overboard. Listen, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be me. If something didn't go flying off the cutting board, it wouldn't be me. This is Create with Linda. We create a lot of mess. No. I had a dream about my mom last night, guys. Since I'm here talking to you guys, I might as well let you know. I had a dream about my mom. God, when I dream about like family loved ones that have passed, it's usually always my mom. Do you ever dream like about somebody who's passed away? Or like you have like a sensitive dream and then you think about it all day? That's how I am. Whenever I dream about my mother, for some reason, she really, and every time I dream about my mom, she comes in so strong. She was a very strong personality, so that's why she comes in so strong. She just lingers in my head all day. I mean, not that I don't think about my mom. I think about her every day, but this is like lingering. You know, it's almost like a sadness, like overwhelming sadness over me. Woo! Gotta fight that. Always fighting something, guys. All right, so this is fairly small. I want this fairly small. Okay, let me get my other thing to get myself organized. I need a drop cloth, Bill. I gotta unwrap the turkey in a few minutes and get that under the water because I'm really panicked about that. I need that to be defrosted all the way so I can stuff the bird tomorrow. This thing is great, guys. Get yourself one of these if you don't have one. I love this thing. Little things that make your life easier. Alright, I'm going to peel the onions and get the onions going. I'm going to start the onions, put the onions right in here because I'm going to saute all this stuff together. I'm going to warm my coffee up because it's it's chilly and I like my coffee kind of warm. So I'm going to warm it up. I got celery on. Oh no, it's celery. Warm that up, peel the onions and start cutting up those. All right, guys, so all the onions are peeled. Got probably about six, 7 onions here. They were fairly medium to small, so there's a lot of them. I'm going to chop them like this. I'm listening to Christmas music when I pause you guys because I just want to be in the spirit. And I listened to a couple of the ones that made me a little sad, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Oh my God. You know what it is too with the onions? You know how it has that like kind of thick part to it? That's something that happens. Like you gotta make sure you don't have that thick little thing, otherwise it's not gonna go through it. Like this one. That's a little frustrating. Gotta be careful because this is a blade. I'm gonna take this little thick part off of here. Yeah. I guess I gotta take a couple of layers off, huh? I have a feeling this isn't gonna go either. Ugh, ooh, I'm glad I took that off. Look at that. That onion does not look good at all. Might have to get a couple more. Take this off because I don't want to. There we go. Leave these at the end and see if I can get those. I don't want to waste them. That was better. Sorry about the noise. Use a little exercise. Use some strength. These are some strong onions. Woo! I'm just trying to wake you guys up. That's all. I can see this is already gonna be thick. Alright, this is all skin, so I don't think that's gonna, I really don't think, I feel like this is kind of wasted though, right? Maybe I should just chop them. Oh yeah, I can just chop them with a knife. Very smart, Linda. That's what I'm gonna do because I don't wanna waste that. Ugh, that's not good. Okay, the rest I'm gonna chop with the knife because I don't want to waste this onion because this is good onion. Woo! I have a blue Christmas without you. I was singing I was playing Elvis. Blue Christmas. And I played, if you ever heard that song, Where Are You Christmas by Faith Hill, go listen to that song, guys. It's so beautiful. Where Are You Christmas by Faith Hill. Beautiful song. So I was listening to that. And Brenda Lee's Rock Around the Christmas Tree, which I love. Jingle Bell Rock. Oh, last night we were listening to Dominic the Donkey. Dominic the Donkey, diggity dig. The Italian Christmas donkey, la la la, la 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 la. Now, I like to have the onions, like I said, and the celery mainly small because, you know, a couple of my children, adult children, are not crazy about the big pieces of onion. And this anyway, stuffing, I always have them small anyway. I don't want big pieces of onion. So that's pretty good there. That's a pretty good chop. Okay. And that's good. Alright, so take this off, get all the onion over here, a lot of onion. Woo! Oh my God, these are so strong. I love this. I'm going to take these onions and I'm going to put them over there because my eyes are really tearing. Okay, whoops, a couple of pieces of skin in here. Let's get those out. We don't want to be eating skin. I'm sure we've eaten it before, but all the onion in there. Saves so much time. I love this chopper. I gotta remember to use it because, like, I didn't even remember. I was back in my back pantry and all of a sudden I glance down and there's my chopper. I'm like, oh my God, the chopper. I'm gonna use the chopper today. If I didn't see it, I probably wouldn't even have remembered. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. It's like I have these things. Use them. Use them. Oh my God. This onion is so freaking strong. Holy shoot. Woo! Alright, I have garlic that I want to pop up. But I gotta go through this garlic because some of it doesn't look very well. And no, really, a lot of it's not really sufficient. I have minced garlic in there. I might even have more fresh garlic in there that's not even open. Because I tend to do that. Picking out all the good ones. And some of them aren't so dandy. Diggity dig. It's Dominic the donkey. Diggity dig. The Italian Christmas donkey. La la la. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. All right. Woo! Let's see. I think the rest is not good, honestly. These are good here. That's bad, that's bad. That's bad. That's good. That's good. Just loading it all up on top because it doesn't matter. That's good. That's not good. Yeah, these are not good here. This one's good. Woo! All right, guys. There's the garlic. Garlic's all nice and chopped. Put the garlic in here. I'm gonna go start the pan over there with a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm gonna get this also start to saute this and put the sausage in with it and get the whole mixture done. So this way I can get the stuffing together, and that stuffing will be all done. I wonder if that's enough garlic. I might have to add some minced garlic to this. I think I just will because I don't think it's enough garlic for the amount of stuffing that I have. And we need a lot of garlic. All right, guys, so the oil is heating up here. I'm gonna put this right in here. Got my big frying pan out, my favorite pan. Now this is on the highest flame because these pans, like I said, you have to put them on the highest pan because they're so non-stick that they just don't like fry up things unless you have the highest flame. So that's what I have. Guys, so this is sauteing nicely. Just gonna give it a couple more minutes. I usually put I like to put mushrooms in it, but I'm not going to do it because my son won't eat them. Then I got to make two, and I'm just not doing that. So I'm not going to put the mushrooms in the stuffing. Sorry. I'm going to let this saute a minute. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this and put the sausage in the middle. Right now, this is giving off a lot of liquid, which I want kind of because of the, I need as much liquid as I can, but I might drain off some of the liquid so I can get the sausage, or just take this whole thing out. I might, because I want the sausage to kind of brown up a little bit. Because the more it browns, guys, it's more flavor. The more flavorful it is. I'm gonna open up this pan because I'm gonna put what? Flavor. We bought these pans at the food store. I want to show them the bird. See the bird? letting some water run on it right now. I just keep doing that periodically and just turning it over. And like I said, I'm gonna, in a little while, I'm gonna open bag, take it out of the package, and just make sure that that the inside is getting defrosted. This is an 18.80 turkey. This was the free one that I got at the food store. When you spend $400, you get a free turkey. I usually get you can get up to like a 22 pounder. They had nothing bigger than like almost 19 pounds. They didn't have any of the bigger ones, which I was kind of mad about, but it's a rip-off. But when I saw this turkey, I'm like, does this look like it's big enough? Then my husband went on Google, and he saw that this is like triple the amount of people that we have. So it's plenty. It's just that's how my mind thinks, guys. My brain has been trained to always think more. It's not enough. That's how I grew up. That's the Italian in me, guys. That's the Italian in me. So yeah, so I'm gonna let this sit, and then I'm gonna turn it over and do that again. And now I'm gonna go over and get the celery and onions probably in the pan. I'll show you guys that, and get the sausage going. So not bad. It's 10 o'clock. Only really have gotten not that much done so far. But when the stuffing is all done, I'll feel very accomplished. That'll be great. Then I'll do the mushrooms, and then I'll get the pies in. So we got a lot going on, but we're doing really good. We're doing really good, and I feel pretty good today. Physically, I would say 80%. Mentally, I don't know, maybe 20%. No. I'm all right. I'm all right right now. I'm just trying to keep my mind clear and get moving on what I got to do. All right, guys. So this is getting nice and tender. I'm going to give it another minute or two, and then I'm going to take these out and get the sausage going. So I'm going to open up the sausage. Bobo, what are you doing, buddy? Get these packages open. I got 2 of these 16-ounce pork sausage. Sometimes I get Jimmy Dean, sometimes I get the Aldi brand. This I got at ShopRite, just another brand, but I've used it before, it's fine. Yeah, this is cooking nice. So I didn't season this yet because I'm going to season it all together. I'm going to season everything. And I'm going to go a little easy on the salt because sometimes I can oversalt things a little bit, honestly. And I don't want to be careful. I don't want to do that because oversalting really can ruin the dish. Nice. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, move you back a little bit. Move my friends back a little bit. There we go. All right. Look how easy that pan is, guys. See how like non-stick that pan is? This pan is. All right. Put this here. What are you doing? That over here. Now I'm going to put the flame back on. It's alright that it has a little onion still left in it and stuff. And I'm going to put olive oil in it. Gotta watch Cooper because he's roaming around the kitchen and you know how that goes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in with the sausage. Okay. Start. Where's that spoon? Oh, can you guys see? Forgot to move these over. Oops. Coop, what are you doing? What is he doing over there? Hey, no, Cooper. That's a bad boy. I think he just ran I literally just think he ran away with the shoes, with a shoe. Oh. Yeah. He's so bad, guys. He just is. Okay, he's just bad. All right. So here is the sausage. No. You see the camera shaking a little bit? It's because he is hitting it. That's why we're on the tripod. Alright, so I'm going to break this up with the knife a little bit, and then I'm going to use the little chopper thingy. I think it needs a little bit more. I'm going to lower the flame just a tiny bit, and I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil in here. I feel like it's a little dry. I keep saying I got to get a new one of these because it's a little flimsy on the handle, so I'm going to get another one because I use it a lot. Cooper, what are you doing, buddy? It smells so good, guys. I wish you could smell this. Hey, what are you doing? Come here, Cooper. Alright, I want to higher the flame now a little bit because the sausage is in here, so you know the garlic won't burn. Whatever garlic is in here won't burn. Billy went to therapy, so it's just me and the dog. My daughter's sleeping. She has work today later on, so she's sleeping. So it's just me and the dog. So I gotta keep an eye on him because he's always getting into something he shouldn't. It's like having a toddler running around. It's like literally having a 3-year-old run around. You have to watch them because they don't, put things in their mouth and they don't, break stuff and get hurt, and that's what it's like having a 2-year-old puppy. He's 2, mind you. Get all this excess. Woo. My husband said he's going to bring a drop cloth home when he comes home. On the way home, he's going to pick up a drop cloth. He's right because I'm a little messy. You guys know that. I've always told you that. If you watch my channel, you'll know that. Okay, so this is fairly chopped up enough. We like it, not huge pieces, but if we want to taste it. So, it's pretty good. Let this brown up. Cooper. And then I'm going to season this a little bit, and then I'll season it all over again too after I put everything together. He's got to be muted.
What are you barking? See what he does, guys? He tortures him. And Brody will play. Brody loves to play. Brody will lay down eventually and submit because he just wants to, you know, whatever. And when Brody doesn't want to play anymore, Brody will give him, like, he'll growl at him or he'll go to nip him. And he'll give him like an, see, he's like, he is not really into playing right now. So he's giving him signals like, leave me alone. And Brody either is gonna submit, which is turn on his back, or he's gonna go at him. And then I know I have to set him down. They need to time out. Does Bobo want a timeout? Does Bobo want to go see his mommy? I'm gonna go give him to his mother so he can have a little bit of rest from the Beastie Boy. This sausage is just about done. It's done sauteing. Now there is some grease in it, not an enormous amount, but there is grease in it. So I want to leave some of the grease in because that's flavor. That really flavors the stuffing, but I don't want it overly greasy. So I learned this trick from, I mean, I could strain it in the strainer, which I always usually do, but I learned this trick by, her name is YouTuber Julia Pachenko. She's awesome, guys. Go check out her channel. Now I gotta use another one because I just dropped that. What she does is she uses a paper towel to soak up the grease. Okay, I'm gonna lower the flame there. I'm gonna shut it actually. And all she does is this. She takes a clean paper towel and just sticks it in and soaks up all the grease. It works so amazing. You don't have to get the strainer out. You don't have to, you know, go and bring it to the sink. It's really, really good. I gotta check Cooper because he's doing something bad, I think. What are you doing? Come on. Go lay on the couch. Go lay down. But yeah, it soaks up, and if you need to do two, you know, you need to do it again. But it soaks up a lot of the grease, and this is what I want to do. I don't want to take all the grease out, but I do need to get some of it out. And then you just take it out. See, guys, look at that. See all that grease? And I think that's perfect. I'm going to leave that amount of grease in there. Because like I said, that is all flavor. Get in here and lay down, buddy. All right, so now I'm going to put this, I'm going to season the sausage a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I got my seasonings over here. I'm going to put some garlic. Some onion. And I'm going to put a little bit of sage in here. And a little bit of poultry seasoning in my stuffing. Yes, that's what I do. And a little bit of thyme. Guys, I haven't used thyme in a while. There was a while there that I had a fetish with it. Just a little bit of thyme. Mix this up. Okay, yes. Let me check that Beastie Boy because I don't trust him. Oh, good boy. That's a good boy. Let me show you guys how he's being a good boy. Here he is, finally sat down. He's in his daddy's chair. Now he's gonna nap. See, sometimes you just have to have Brody go away because he thinks Brody is like his play toy. He really does. All right, so I'm going to put this back. I'm not going to put the flame on right yet. Or actually, I don't think I'm even going to put the flame back on. What am I thinking? No, I don't need to put the flame back on. But what I should have did really was put the whole thing in here. That's what I should have did. But that's all right. I'm going to mix all this together. I'm going to season this because it's on top. And like I said, I'm not going crazy with the salt. I'm going to taste it and see how it is.
and take it from there. Onion. Garlic. And a little bit of poultry. A little bit of sage. And guys, this looks so good. A little bit of thyme. Get this all mixed up, and then what I'm gonna do is get the stuffing mix. I'm gonna go sit at the table. I'm gonna put this aside, cover it and put it aside. This is all done. And then I'm gonna, yeah, look at that, guys. So yummy. Put the top on it. And then I'm going to start mixing the stuffing up. I'll show you how I do that. Packages of stuffing. These are, let me see what these are. These are 12 ounces. I usually get the bigger bag, so I don't know. I might use both bags. I'm not sure. I'm going to see how it looks. But I got hot water, because that's what I do, boiling water. And then I have butter, because butter is a very, very big part of the stuffing. Okay? You have to have a lot of butter. It's Thanksgiving, and so we don't worry about dieting, you know. All right, so I'm gonna start mixing it in here because ultimately it's gonna stay in one of these pans. I'm gonna put it in one of these pans after it cools down, put it in the refrigerator because then tomorrow is when I stuff the turkey. Whatever stuffing is left over, I put in a pan and put it in the oven and let that cook. But guys, I'm telling you, they kill each other for the stuffing that comes in the turkey because it just tastes so much different. It has such a better flavor than it, you know, it's unbelievable. So we gotta fix as much as we can in that bird. That's why too I get a big bird because I want to be able to fit as much stuffing as I can in there. All right, this is the herb seasoned one. I'm gonna put some of this bag in there at first. I'm not gonna put the whole bag in because I want to see how much it is. Because like I told you, sometimes I make way too much stuffing. Put that over there. All right. Now I'm gonna open up the butter. Just so you know, guys, I'm sure you figured it out already, but this is going to be a long video because this is Thanksgiving prep, and I want to take you guys along, and this is what I do on my channel, and if you guys know me and you guys watch my channel, you know that my channel is, I have long videos, so that's it. All right, so I'm going to cut this up in somewhat just little squares, just little slices, just so throw it in as I need it. Because like I said, this is probably going to take like a stick and a half of butter, two sticks of butter. It really is. Just the way it is. We'll start with that. Now, I put hot water out of the sink, just out of the sink, and I'm just going to start pouring some on. Because after I get all the stuffing mixed up, then I'm going to put the other stuff in there. All right, so put some butter in it. Start mixing. Sometimes I also do put some chicken broth in. I actually do. I'm going to get the chicken broth out of the refrigerator. I have some in there. I'm going to add a little bit of chicken broth. I don't like to put I don't like to do it with all chicken broth because I feel like, I don't know, sometimes it tastes a little strong to me. So I like to do part water, part a little bit of chicken broth. I'm going to put all this butter in because it's going to go in anyway, so. Now, Now, my family likes a wet stuffing. We don't like, a lot of times, I don't know if it's called, people call it stuffing, they call it dressing. A lot of times I notice people have it like in big chunks and it's kind of dryish looking. And hey, people like it like that. That's their prerogative. That's their, their liking. That's fine, whatever. We are particular with our stuffing, and I guess it's always because I made it this way. We always made it very moist. I love it moist. That's just the way I made it, and everybody loves it like that. So it kind of like you're probably gonna say, "Ooh, that's kind of wet. That looks kind of wet." Yeah, it does because it is because that's how we like it. Okay, I'm gonna get the chicken broth. That's cold, so, but the water's hot, so it shouldn't be it'll be fine. It'll dissolve in it, in there. 1 second, getting a chicken broth. I don't even know what time it is. I didn't even eat lunch or anything. Oh, it's only 10:30. Guys, it's only 10:30. Wow. This was in the back of the freezer, so I feel it's a little frozen. But just a little bit, because you need a little bit of that flavor. Now this looks like a lot of stuffing, and it's gonna be even more because we're gonna add the other stuff to it, which is kind of gonna like double it. So that's why, I don't know if I should put the rest of the bag in. Yeah, I think I probably should because it's a lot, but there's 5 people in this family, and there's heavy hitters. So definitely needs more butter. Yeah. I'm gonna put a little bit more chicken broth, and then I'm gonna do more water. A little more water. God, it smells so good. So yummy. Start out with a half a stick, and I think that's probably going to be good. I'll see because I have to put the other stuff in it too, the sausage and celery mixture. Butter's the ticket, guys. Now, guys, I used to make only this stuffing at Christmas, at Thanksgiving, and I used to use stovetop stuffing all the time. My family liked it. When the kids were growing up, I would season it up. I would doctor it up with onion and garlic, and I'd use that, and we loved it. And I still like it till this day. But ever since my family has had this type of stuffing with this, it literally is just croutons and, like bread that's stale or whatever. Every time after I would make stuffing during the week and make stovetop. Even if I doctored it up, they'd be like, "Oh, we don't want that stuffing. We don't like that stuffing." They're pain in the butts now. They only like this stuffing. And I used to think this was such a big deal making this during a weekly meal, like if I make chicken or even turkey or whatever during the week, during the year, other than Thanksgiving. And I used to be like, "Oh, it's too much. But you know what? A couple of times I made stuffing this year. I bought one of these bags. Oh! The bag just opened up. One of these bags. And I made it quick. I made the sauce. It really wasn't that bad. I don't even think I put celery in it. I might have just put onions and the sausage, and I made it quick, and it was great. And they loved it. They were like, "Ooh!" They were so excited because it was like the regular stuffing. But as far as stovetop goes, I love that stuffing. Even like the name brand. The off-brand stuffings are good. So I think I did make one box of that, and I think they did eat it, but yeah, what I'm trying to get at it is it's really not that difficult to make this bag stuffing during the year. Like, I thought it was such a big calamity and a big deal, but it wasn't. It was so simple. So we have it all year now. Not often, maybe once or twice a year, you know. But yeah, so you can have it. You don't have to have it just on Thanksgiving. Don't have to have it just on Thanksgiving. All right, I'm trying to think now, because when I add, guys, should I just put the rest in? See, this is the stuff that goes on. Because I'm like, do I put the rest in, or do I just, I don't know. But watch how much more it's going to fill up when I put the other stuff in. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the seasonings over, and I'm going to start seasoning it a little bit. Just a little bit. Like I said, I'm not going to go crazy with the salt because I don't want it salty. So I'm going to add that stuff in. This is I like this consistency, maybe a little bit wetter, but we'll see. I'm going to put a little bit more hot water in it. And then I'm going to go get the seasonings and start seasoning this a little bit. And then we'll add the celery, the onions, and the garlic, and the sausage. This is looking so yummy. Yummy, yummy, in my tummy. Love Thanksgiving. All right, let me go get the seasonings. I'm gonna put a little bit of thyme. A little bit of onion. A trick, guys, that I've learned who's recently becoming old. Every time I use a seasoning, I put it over here. I put it on a different side because I swear to God, I'll put it down and I'll be like, did I just put garlic in it? I won't remember. So I put them over here now so I know I did it. Crazy. All right, garlic. A little bit of salt. I'm telling you guys, I'm just not doing it. I'm so afraid I'm gonna oversalt my food. And I'm gonna put a little bit of sage. I thought I had rosemary in there. I usually put rosemary in my stuffing, but I can't find it. I guess I ran out of it. So it's not that important. Ooh, smells so good. All right. Okay, so let me go get the mixture, and we'll put that right in here. We're going to see how that's going to work. We're going to see how it's going to fill. Yeah, it's really is a lot. Now, I'm making stuffed mushrooms, so I am going to save a little bit of this mixture for the stuffed mushrooms, because what I do is how I make my stuffed mushrooms, I cut, you know, the little ends off, and that's what I use to stuff the mushrooms with. I use that, a little breadcrumbs, and I'll use some of this mixture. So good, guys. Yeah, you see how this fills up? This is what I'm talking about, like it's a lot. Looks so good. I'm getting so excited for Thanksgiving. Put the rest of it, mostly I'm going to save, like I said, I'm going to save, yeah, about that much for the mushrooms. Guys, this looks so, it smells amazing. I'm going to taste it in a few minutes and see what it needs, if it needs anything. After I get it mixed up pretty well. all the sausage and everything mixed up in here. Oh my God. That is so good. It definitely needs a little bit more salt, but I'm not putting a lot. Pepper. Definitely needs a little bit more. It needs a little bit more of everything. It really does. I mean, it's delicious. It's very good. But I want to taste the thyme. I want to taste the sage. But it's so tasty. It's so good. I'm going to put the rest of that stick of butter in there too. So that's 2 sticks of butter. I mean, it's a lot of stuffing, so, you know. This is going to, you know, it melts all through the stuffing as it cooks. Guys, this looks so good. Now it's like, what am I going to use this for? Like, am I really going to use this? But do I want to put it in here? So if I'm going to, what do? Do I throw it out or do I use it? Or save it for something else? I guess I can put it in a Ziploc bag and save it, and I'll probably end up throwing it out in 2 months. What's the right answer? What is the answer? I don't know. Because this is plenty of stuffing. This is going to feed about 12 people, never mind 6 people. Slap your mama. That's so good. It needs to drop more salt, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not over salting anything because I just don't want it to be over salted. And then we can always add our own little salt. But right now, guys, it tastes delicious. And this is the exact consistency that I want. Usually I have it a little bit wetter, but last year I felt like it was a little bit too wet. So this year I think I'm going to go a little cautiously. This is kind of wet enough, I think. It's going to be so yummy. So excited. All right, guys. That's, I'm wondering if I should use a little bit more of this because of the mushrooms. I'm just thinking, I got stuff on my face. I really get into my stuff, guys. Cleaning up. Got rid of some of the stuff from the stuffing and all that. Trying to be a little bit organized and clean as I go. I'm not really great at that, but tried to do that. And I'm going to get the apple pie in the pan. This is still a little bit cold, so I'm a little nervous. So I might wait a little while to put the top on it because I don't want it to break up. It might, whatever it is, but okay. So this is the frosted. I told you guys I made the apple. You see my video. Of making the apple pie fillings, and I put it in the freezer last week, so this way it's all done, so all I gotta do is put it into the pie. Okay, so this is all defrosted. Now I usually make a bigger apple pie. I'm trying to think. I usually put it in my bigger pan. I'm gonna make an apple pie and I'm gonna make an apple crisp. So I'm wondering if I should, but then if I put it in a bigger pan, I'm not gonna have to crust. I'm not making crust right now. I'm just not doing it. It's not even that difficult, but I just don't feel like it. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. I don't think I'm able to fit all this in here. Probably make two. I could probably make two pies with this. See all that juice? I'm afraid that's gonna make it a little soggy. Let me see. I mean, I definitely want juice, but I don't know if I want all that juice. So I think what I'm gonna do is I want to get my big spoon and drain off some of that and not take all that juice right now. Because I'm afraid it's gonna make the crust soggy. Drain out some of that juice. Now I like a big pie. A tall pie, you know what I mean? Okay, so get all that in there. I'm gonna taste one to see if it still tastes good. Mmm. Lordy Lou. So good. Not too sweet. Not overly sweet at all. I got a whole other bag over there, guys. But that's going to be for the apple crisp. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just going to, I'll have enough to do this, and then I'll probably just add the rest that I don't put in here to the apple crisp, because it won't be enough for another pie. I don't even know if there's going to be that much left in here, honestly. And you know, I don't need all this juice either, because the apples and the butter and all that is going to make its own juice again. You know what I mean? When it cooks, there's going to be a lot of juice in here. So I think there's a hole in this bag, if I'm not mistaken, because it's starting to leak out. Okay, let me get this container over here, because it's kind of making a mess. Put this in here in case it is leaking. I don't want a big huge mess. Always, guys, a good tip is to have a garbage container by you, a garbage bowl around, because you can always wipe up as you go, you know, if you want to. Okay, so let's see. Just kind of. Now, I don't want to. Miss out on any. There's a piece of butter there. I want to get that butter in there. There you go. Get over here. Get out of the pool and get in the pan. Okay. Alright, guys. So yummy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the cinnamon, because I want to put a little bit of cinnamon on top. Little bit of cinnamon. Just double checking. Alright. That's it, guys. There we go. Look at that. Looks yummy. All right, guys, let's see about this now. Scare me a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely not ready to be moved. I have a feeling if I touch it now, it's gonna all break up and I'm gonna be smushing this. But you know what? I do have another two crusts over there because I bought two and they each have two in each package. So I'm not going to use it for the apple crisp. So I'm trying to think what I can do with this, make something else with it, with the crust, or just stick it back in the freezer, I guess, if I don't use it. So guys, comment down below. Do you guys go to do you do Black Friday shopping? I think I did it one year and I regretted it because it was like a nightmare. But no, I don't do you know, with COVID and all that anyway. But I don't do Black Friday shopping. But all I've learned the last 2 years, 3 years, guys, especially the last year. I did it before even last year after the pandemic. But I shop online. It's amazing. I'm always home, so I'm always here to get the packages. So that's fine. So I'm not worried about anybody stealing because there are thieves out there, guys. Watch your packages. Hide them behind a tree. Have them do, I don't know. Just be very, very careful because people are crazy, especially this year, guys. I hate to say it. It's really, really sad, but it is true. So anyway, I love it. I love online shopping. I love it. I think I went to the store one time last year. Maybe twice because I had to go like to the Dollar Tree and get like wrapping paper and, you know, Walmart and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think I bought really any. I maybe 10 items out of the store. I'm not kidding. Love it. Love it. Did I say that enough? Could be annoying, I know. Okay, so this part right here is concerning me a little bit. Why is this? Maybe I should let it sit another couple minutes. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it aside, let this sit. But I don't know. Will it get too mushy then? I don't know. I should let it. Should I just do it? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over. I don't know, guys. You're seeing this as it happens. Live. Create with Linda. Nope, it's not coming out. It's not coming in. Okay. That's alright, that's okay. We're gonna eat it anyway. Yeah, it's sticking at this, like at the part where it lifts up from the crust. You know, I thought about it, and I usually buy the pie crusts that are in the package already. Sometimes I have bought these, but they work a lot better. For some reason, this one is not cooperating. So I'm not really worried about it because I'm just going to makeshift it because it's a crust, and it's very pliable. So I can just make it into a crust. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I tried to get it out, and it's just not cooperating. So I'm just trying to get it out in big pieces, and then I'm just going to make my own crust, guys. So listen, you guys, this is a learning moment. I wasn't going to film this, and I said, you know what? Let me film this because this is what you not have to worry. Like, things happen, you know. The crusts might break, you know. You might have dry something or whatever. Everything can be taken care of, guys. It's not a tragedy. It is Thanksgiving. It's just us. It's not a big deal. Like, you have to be able to go with the flow, especially if you're having a lot of people. You know, you have to be able to just go with it because things are going to happen. You don't know. Nothing is guaranteed in life. We all know that. Get out of here, you. He's trying to, see what he does? You see his little snout? Always trying to get into something. So I'm going to makeshift it, which is not the end of the world. have this, it's going like this, goes like this, yeah. Like I said, it's very pliable, so I can mold it right into what I want to do. And nobody will even know the difference. Not that anybody will even care. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to care. As long as it tastes good, they really don't care what it looks like. Koopy, what are you doing? Okay, so I'm just molding it in, and that's fine. Now this is the part that is really being, yeah, see, look at this. It's really being very difficult, but that's all right, like I said. I'm just gonna mold it. And actually, guys, I enjoy doing this. And I gotta go get Cooper because he's in the back room, and I think he is, see, it won't come off like a big piece, which I'm trying to get it to do, but it's not cooperating. 1 second. Now, I had to use those other crusts that I had because it just wouldn't come off the tray in one spot, in one sheet. So I had to like piece it together, but I made it like, you know, it is fine. It's got 3 crusts on here on top, but they were very thin also, so it's fine. See, this is what happens, guys. When something happens, you just do it, and it's going to be just as good. So I'm going to get the apple crisp together now. I'm going to put the oven on, and I'm going to get these pies and apple crisp in the oven, because like I said, I'm going to cook them so they're almost done. And then I'll put them in the oven for the last like 10-15 minutes before we have them for dessert, and that'll be good. And then they'll be ready tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get the apple crisp together. I'll show you guys that in a minute. Crisp into this pan. I am putting some of the juice because I think it's going to be delicious. I mean, you know, there's going to be juice in it regardless. It's going to make its own juice. And piece of skin for the apple. And then I'm going to put the topping. I have to make the topping to go over it. So I'm going to put a little bit of the syrup. Not a lot, because like I said, it's gonna, that's good. You can see all the speckles of butter in here, guys. That's what makes it so freaking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get the bowl and get the topping ready for it. Stir up. It's with flour, oats. I did have oats in the back, thank God. Flour, oats, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, a little bit of salt.
What are you making? Oatmeal?
Apple crisp.
Oh, you're making oatmeal. What are you making oatmeal for?
Let's see, flour. Yeah, flour, oats, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, salt, and then a half a pound of butter that cut up in little pieces. So this is what it looks like. This is the yumminess. All right, so this is all mixed up. I have the oven heating up. Yeah, I want to save those. Those are really good to save. Just
You got one under there you've never used.
I don't care. I want those.
You really have issues.
All right, guys. Yeah, this is gonna. I flatten this out. So good, yummy. Now I'm gonna spread this over the apples. Guys, let me tell you something. This is gonna be so good. Like, really? I'm gonna break up the butter a little bit more. I feel like the butter's not broken up enough.
I love how you got coupons for regular oil, not synthetic. Meanwhile, 90% of the cars, the newer cars, they are all synthetic. But you got coupons for the old oil. It's ridiculous. Like my car, that would use. I do it.
Getting it all in the corners.
So 70 for the oil change? Oil change change and
So,
tire
I think it's
rotation,
like-
$20.
After 11, I think it's like 12 o'clock. I didn't even have lunch or breakfast yet. Honestly, I'm not even hungry right now, but I'm getting a little bit.
Have you rotated them? Oh, okay, you should do that every other oil change.
The corner is good. Make sure everything is covered.
Charge you for it. Because I know where I go over here, like I said, I get the oil change and tire rotation for $20.
And make sure the butter's all spread out, see? Because the butter is like
The tires are good though.
heaven. I'm in heaven, where my heart is beating.
Right, well, this is 800 plus that, so probably.
When I'm dancing, something cheek to cheek. All right, enough.
I gotta pee.
Okay, so let me get this in the oven, and I gotta see how long they cook. I'll check it out. Actually, Alexa, how long does apple crisp have to cook?
It is recommended to bake apple crisp in the oven for
That'll
40
be too
minutes
quick.
at 350
40
degrees
minutes.
Fahrenheit.
Add them to the pan with the garlic and sausage and onions.